And we are live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Sabbat Dinner Theater, Zuster City. Here on this evening, just as the sun goes down, you will be presented with Bitte, who is crawling out from underneath her bed, seeing as she slept alone this morning. And she will crawl out eagerly eagerly wanting to get to this evening's events. She has had a couple of things on her mind. She's still thinking a lot about Kaylee and whenever she disappears, where she might be running off to, and what is that little area she found in the woods along that path from that cross street from when Kaylee and Bitte had been roaming around on the Ducati. And she also remembers about this phone number where she hasn't really had much chance in trying to figure out whose number it is. So Bitte, she will get up and instantly run to her phone, where she will call Mr. Owen to find out if he could possibly help her when locating the owner of this number. And the phone will ring.
It will take a while before the phone's picked up. So Owen's driving. As you hear someone say, "Yeah," and you'll hear the very loud thumping music. He's not bothering to turn down music at all.
Real quick, out of character, Bruce just showed up at my house. Just want to let you guys know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi, Bram. Hi, Saskia.
Okay, we're live. Shut up, sit down, and play along.
Nope.
So, in hearing the loud music and the loud car, Bitte will raise her voice a little, but also try to listen in closely to be like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm guessing he's doing things. Owen, are you available to chat for a few? Is there a possibility that I can ask you a favor? Favor! Is there a favor I can ask of you?
And at that point, he lowers the volume a little bit. Yeah, you're saying?
I have a couple of favors I would like to ask of you. Would you mind possibly meeting me at the Avalon?
I suppose I could, yeah.
Well then, how long will it take for your ass to get here?
Oh no. As he seems to be playing king. I guess 10 minutes or something. I don't know. What the fuck am I? Alright, 10 minutes.
And then Bitte won't even say anything. The phone will just hang up.
And he turns up the volume. And just starts driving as fast as he can. For the people at home who want to know what kind of car he's driving, his obnoxious Audi 8 black and purple Spider, the one he got from Alice. You know, it's a gift from his daughter. Why wouldn't he drive around in that particular car? And yeah, drive. Loud music, enjoying that music.
Okay, so after a few minutes, as you drive up towards the Avalon, Bitte grabbed an assortment of things. She grabbed her fanny pack that has an array of little knickknacks that she might need along the journey. She grabbed her asps. She wore a completely camouflaged outfit, combat boots. She even went a little overboard and did the whole camo paint on her face, black hat, black gloves. She put her ebony and ivory in a little backpack, just in case, you never know, survival mode. And she will go downstairs, and as she reaches, she will say goodnight to the night watchman and let him know that she will be gone for a few hours, and she will send Jacob a text saying that she is going to this cross street, it being the same one from a few nights before, so he will recognize it, and say that if you do not hear from me by 4 a.m., send out a search party. Comb out at least 100 yards to half a mile from where these cross streets are. And then she'll just stand there and wait for Owen to show up.
It won't take too long. You'll hear a nice thumping sound. The revving of his engine. As the car just skids in front of the entrance.
Bitte, in hearing him from fucking mile away, because she's, got her acute senses going on, she will just lift one pant leg up and stick her leg out and the thumb, kind of signaling Owen to stop, all happy-go-lucky like. And as the car stops, she will lean over to the window and, do you mind if I get in, or would you like to get out?
Upon looking inside, you will see a strange-looking fella, actually. You'll see Owen in all painted up.
Bitte will do a double take. Now, what? You're not as pretty as you used to be. What's this?
Oh, what are you talking about? No, I'm going to a dress party later tonight.
Oh, how lovely! And what are you, anatomically correct?
As he sort of looks at his crotch, I.
Bitte will not scroll her eyes down, because she knows what it's like to see somebody looking strange naked, as she thinks back to a naked Kruger laying down at the church. She just doesn't look down to nether regions on men anymore. And she will, okay, so this is a party for later. How much later? Is there a way that I can use you for a little while?
Aye. They'll just lean over to the passenger seat and pop it open.
She will climb inside. You seeing her complete attire. I'm sure you've got questions, but Bitte will just start blah, 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 blah. So, I'm trying to figure out where young Miss Kaylee keeps going. And I went and did a small investigation a couple of nights ago.
Oh.
I feel like I got somewhere, but not far enough. I did seem to locate this phone number. Is there a way that you can help me out with finding out who this number belongs to?
Oh, I might, yeah. Might give me the number then, and you can throw your stuff in the back.
Bitte will reach out of the car and grab the bags and just kind of huck them into the back, and then she will take these two fingers and reach them down into her bra, because boobs are pockets. She will take out the phone number that she had found the other night and simply hand it to Owen. This is the number. There is no name. I don't necessarily recognize the handwriting, but I did find it in a strange location. You see, it was in the middle of the woods, along a small trail, just kind of there by
Oh,
itself,
I
with a
see.
couple of other things, but
Huh. You don't see. As he sort of looks at the card and the number on there. Storyteller. Does it look familiar to Owen?
Nah. Nah.
Hmm. What would you say that he need to roll to sort of cross-check?
Um, either computers or investigation.
And main thing would be intelligence?
Yeah.
Alright. You're not gonna like this. Intelligence and investigation. That's 8 dice with specialties in both.
Nice.
Intelligence problem solving is mostly puzzles, so this won't apply. However, investigation search, I'm saying it probably won't apply as well because it's usually on a. Oh shit! No fucking clue. As he just looks at it, daddles with his phone a little bit. Well, no clue, no clue. Must be like a flower shop or something.
Bitte will cock her head to the side, and you're just looking through your phone. Is there anything else that you can do other than that? Like ask around or
Who am I gonna ask her out right now, miss?
call it?
Jesus fucking. I suppose you already called it. Alright, I'll call it for you.
I have not called it. You see,
Alright,
I do not want to do
alright. Owen will put his phone in the docket, start up the car and start driving, and he's gonna type in the number and call. Well, it's on speaker dial or speakerphone or however the fuck you call it.
And the phone rings. 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 Ring.
Banana phone.
Ring. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Diddly. Yeah. No. Until it reaches the voicemail. This is the automatic answering machine of Susie, hairdresser's paradise. Please leave a message after the beep.
Before the beep, he'll hang up. Well, I suppose it's a hairdresser's then.
Huh, that gives Bitte a little light bulb. You know,
I probably don't.
Kaylee did just remove her hair, and she didn't really tell us why or how. But then again, I found those clippers, and those clippers had hair, which I couldn't tell if it was hers or not. But
Uh-huh.
would you like to keep going on this investigation with me, Owen?
Sure, yeah. But
Yeah,
this,
I'll let you choose anyway. I was just gonna tell you to go driving.
I know, Mr. Driving. So we're investigating a mysterious hair removal. Ugh.
Mysterious hair removal and where Miss KK is going. I don't know. Well, I'll fill you in. So, me and Miss KK, we went on a ride. She stopped at this intersection, and she decided to go one way, but it almost felt like her body wanted to go the other. So I took a little note on the cross street, and when I found myself at it again, and the next night, I went and I found a little trail, followed this trail, found buzzers, clippers to cut hair with blonde hair in it, what looks like small pieces of dreadlocks, and this phone number. I also found what looks like one of those camouflage nets kind of like piled here on the ground underneath a tree. I'm just trying to really put all the pieces together, and I can't seem to do that. Maybe with a second brain, hoping that yours is of adequate size, that we can figure out this mystery.
As he's just gonna point at the brain, sort of tattoo on his head. I got me some nice brain.
So then Bitte will tell him the name of the cross streets. We never actually figured out the name of the cross streets, so all we know is it's like a 20-minute drive from the Avalon, right?
Yep.
So, seeing as she's been there once before, I'm not going to need to try to remember streets or anything on how to get there. She'll actually know how to get there.
Yeah, that was only the first time that I made you remember that.
Oh,
Okay.
but maybe you need to roll like a manipulation, performance, or expression to tell him how to go there.
Ooh! That is smart. Okay, give me a second, because I've got the wrong character sheet up.
Well, that won't work.
No. Now, what'd you say? Performance.
Probably expression though.
Oh, expression
And manipulation.
and manipulation. Okay. What's the difficulty?
I'm supposing standard.
Okay.
Since you remember, but
4 successes.
alright. Let me make a dex drive. Because I might know a shortcut. Or I might get there faster. Now I know where to go.
Ew.
3 successes on my end. As he's like, oh, you mean that and that? Oh yeah, I can get you there. Rev. Since this is like a sports car, this thing can go fast. And he doesn't care about speed limits anyway, so fuck that.
As Owen's driving, he's going to take notice to Bitte clenching both the seat next to her left thigh and the door handle on the door. Wait, which side of the car is the steering wheel on?
Left. Right.
Okay. Her hand's clenching the seat with one hand and grabbing the door arm with the other, and she's just kind of letting the seat hug her. She's getting pushed back, and her eyes kind of widen, and this ridiculous smile appears on her face, because Bitte likes to go fast. Then eventually you guys will get there.
Oh yeah. Good, sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, with your shortcut, how instead of it being a 20-minute drive, how long would you say it was?
10, 15, somewhere in between, like 13 more minutes or something.
Okay, and with that, Bitte will exit the car and say, hey, this is where we want to be. Let's see if I can completely remember exactly where it was I left off on that trail. What would I need to roll for that?
You would have to roll, I think, just make it a plain intelligence check.
So just whatever my intelligence is?
Yeah.
1?
Yeah, you have to go left and then down the road, and then where the road stops being a road but more like a muddy pathway, and then finally you could arrive at the place where you basically saw those marks, those trails.
The footprints?
Well, the bikers' trails first, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we came across the biker trail first with the netting on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Then that's when we veered off and started following the footprints, and then that's when I lost them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so maybe we can stop off. Well, can we stop off to right before I lost them to see if maybe I can pick them up again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's perception awareness, right?
Alertness, sweetie. Or
Alertness. Sorry.
investigation. Or investigation, which would
Oh,
actually be better.
well, yeah, we'll do the investigation. So Owen and Bitta had been walking for a while through this path, and then all of a sudden, Bitta just stops, and she looks down at the ground, just like, fucking weird. All right, gotta try to remember where these tracks are. So,
As Owen just scratches his head. He has his duffel bag with him. So, where to now?
I am trying to locate, 2 successes, locate where these tracks led off. Now, the motorcycle tracks make me lead to believe that this is the right path. And then after a while, they're very light footprints, meaning small stature person. And we both know how petite KK is. So maybe we can try to find out where this set of footprints is, because I seem to have lost them for the last time.
Owen would only have 1 success, so.
Okay. So, what does that give us?
Well, as you look around, and you are at the place where you lost them, together, you can. I think you could actually like find something that
Like
might.
in
It's
branch or something?
difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to actually tell like this is the track, but you see some broken branches.
Okay, so Bitta will see where there is like maybe only part of the heel mark, but she'll see a couple of twigs that have been snapped, and she'll see part of a branch or like fern that's kind of bent as if someone had briskly walked past it. And she will look back at Owen. I think we might have found that trail that I couldn't find before.
Oh, alright.
Shall we see where it goes?
Aye, lead the way.
So Bitta will start marching down this little path, keeping an eye out for all sorts of little, like, things that are wrong, things that are out of place. Like,
Make me a perception alertness check, please.
gotcha.
Both of you.
Yes, Mom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Just a single one for me.
Okay, but since Bitte is first, I'm gonna. You're lucky. You
I got way
notice
more
that.
this time.
Oh yes, you notice that when you walk up to those broken branches and you look around just to see where the trail's gonna go this time, you will actually notice that there's something wrong with the ground. The way that the leaves have been placed on the ground, it seems out of place.
Almost seems like they were put there, right? On purpose.
Mm?
Bitta will perk up and get a little excited and turn around and grab Owen's shirt and just start tugging it furiously. Like, oh, I think I found something! I think I found something! And then she'll get real close down onto the floor.
Owen is not wearing a shirt, by the way.
Oh, he's completely naked? Is he completely naked?
No, he's wearing pants.
Okay, so then instead of shirt, make it the loop of his pants. She'll just start tugging it. Look, I found something. And instead of just tugging it furiously, she'll just kind of pull you a little into the direction of where this oddity from her vision is. And she'll get down on her knees and be like, these leaves are placed here. They didn't fall like this naturally. Look around. All the other leaves, they look
Are you a
different.
biologist or something?
I am just perceptive.
Aye, but why are you so concerned with these?
They look like they've been placed there on purpose. Bitte will start to rummage around in the leaves, moving them around.
Oh, you're doing what now?
She's gonna grab a stick first. She's gonna grab a stick first, and she's gonna start poking and prodding at those leaves.
Okay, well, nothing happens. You poke in the leaves.
Okay.
You feel soft something underneath it. Like, but it could be forest ground, it could be something else. But
Okay, so she starts to move them off to the side a little now.
okay, when you do that, you will find some a layer of earth, but it's like loose, so as if it's placed there. And if you start to remove that as well, you will see that there is like a trap door built there out of Bram, hoe heet riet in het Engels?
Reed,
Reed.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way.
Oh god.
So, Bitte, as she starts moving the ground, she sees this trapdoor and she gets really excited and starts to wiggle what would be a tail but doesn't exist yet, and looks back at Owen. There's a trap door. She'll sit back and just start banging her hands out to get all the dirt off and rub them on her legs. And oh, there's a door. I'm so curious now.
Alright, so you went from a biologist to Curious George. Well done.
I'm a geologist now. Would you like to see what's in this trapdoor?
Sure. Show me what's in there.
Bitte will lean forward. Is there a lock or anything on there?
No, it's a trap door.
Trap door. Yeah, it still means it opens though, right?
What were you doing exactly?
I want to look behind the door.
Okay. Make me a what would that be? Intelligence larceny check.
Okay. What?
Okay, you got a success, and with that success, you will see that the door will open downwards, and well, door, yeah.
Is it a door or is it like a catapult? Like something to spring up?
Well, it opens, or it falls down. Should you put pressure on it?
Oh, so it just leads to a big hole in the ground.
You might assume that.
All right, so yeah, I guess Bitte's just gonna assume that, seeing as she touched it and it just kind of fell to the ground, right?
So, what's behind door number 1, eh?
It's a big fat fucking hole, that's what it is.
Aye. Alright. Well, I thought you said it was a door.
I thought it was a door. Trap door, door. One would assume. It's just a trap.
Oh!
Anyway.
Alright, so you don't want to go?
No, I don't want to go down the hole. If it's just a hole that goes to nowhere, why would I want to go down it? You'd have to climb onto my shoulders to get back out, and then hopefully your ass would be able to lift me back out of the hole.
But I wouldn't be in the hole. You'd be in the hole. Whereas I would just be up here. You'll be in the hole, in the trap. Oh.
Bitte will simply just do this. Bram.
Who?
I mean, Owen. Sorry, that was for Owen. And yeah, let's look for other things like this. Let's see if we can find other things like this. Are we gonna do perception investigation again?
Yep.
Alright. Roll them dices.
1, 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
Nothing. Just standing there.
You're just standing there being pretty.
Well, it takes you guys a fair amount of time. But then, like from behind the trapdoor, you can see you see some leaves kicked up in a certain fashion that seems like someone might have been walking there.
Now, there seems to be another little clusterfuck of stuff going on over here, so maybe we start following this one.
Yeah.
And just they're gonna follow this one now, see where this little path of jumbled up leaves would take them. And I guess she's gonna continue to look around. I mean, in that jumble of leaves, seeing as Bitte still has this stick, as she's walking around, she'll just start kicking leaves around. Well, not kicking, but pushing leaves around with this stick, trying to see if maybe there are any more traps around the immediate vicinity.
Okay, make me another, after 10 minutes walking, make me another alertness check, but difficulty 8.
Perception alertness?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use a willpower point.
I'm going to use a fail point. What? You know, I'm behind her, so who cares?
Always smart to get the K-Knight in front of you.
That's 5 successes.
What?
There's 4 here, and I spent a willpower point for a guaranteed success, so that's 5.
Fucking hell. Okay, so,
Yes!
as you are walking and you are like prodding with your stick around on the ground, you notice that the stick just ever so slightly touches what appears to be a fishing rope.
Fishing wire.
Yeah, fishing wire.
Ooh, as the stick gets caught by the fishing line, Bitte will just quickly stop and stare, and then she'll lift it back a couple of inches and tap it again just to make sure that she's feeling what she's feeling, because she doesn't really see it right now because it's clear, and the stick's got to be like a 5-foot long stick. She'll turn around at Owen and say, "Hey, you mind touching this for me?"
Touching what?
This
Well,
this fishing line right here, this clear wire. You mind touching that for me? See where it leads?
How about no?
How about yes?
No. I'm not keen to find out where this trap goes. But, you know what? I'm gonna make a perception larceny check. Or something. To be like, oh, it's a trap. Let's see if I can find out more about this. If I follow the line. I don't know. As Owen is following the line, or he thinks it's the line, I think it's just a dummy.
Bitte will then have this big shit-eating grin on her face and hand Owen the stick and say, "Well, if it's a dummy, then why don't you whack it?"
Sure, I'll whack it. He stands a couple of inches. He waves his stick. Alright. Walks back a little bit. Looks around. And he's just gonna throw the stick onto the line. Because he's not touching it from near. So he just walks back and throws the stick against the line.
And that you got successes with.
And not waiting for Bitte to move aside, by the way.
Oh! Okay.
Oh, okay. So, Bitte, how far are you standing on this line?
Well, she herself did mention how the stick was 5 feet long and how her arm was extended when she felt the wire, so she's got to be at least 5 or 6 feet away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna quickly roll a fate die here. Roll. Yeah, make me a Dex athletics check, honey.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Nice. Okay, so Bitte, what you basically see coming at you is as the stick hits the wire, you can hear something, a sound, and then you can hear something crashing down, and you just jump aside right before a big branch swings past you with spikes like sticking around. Actually, not spikes. It's like those what do you call them? Mouse? No, horse. Well, those metal. There's piercing metal sticks just piercing out of the branch as it swings just right past you.
Owen, for his part, has a big shit-eating grin on his face, and he says, "I see, it's nothing."
Bitte will look at Owen. I thought you said it was a dummy! Dummy?
Aye, it was.
And it comes swinging back. Forth and back and forth until it stops above the wire.
Once it stops, Bitte will jump up on top of it. So that she can get a higher view of the surroundings, so that she can look around the area.
Okay, make me a Dex athletic check. Difficulty 9. Because metal spikes sticking out of a big branch, and you decide, no, there, let's just jump on top of it.
I would assume it wouldn't be covering the entire thing. There'd be spaces in between.
Yes, there are spaces in between.
But that's okay. Still, I'll do it anyway. You said Dex and athletic.
It's still risky.
Yeah, no, nothing.
That's a botch.
Right?
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's Owen just has a. He raises an eyebrow. He's like, "What the hell is she doing?"
I thought. Anyway, she'll get back down. Like, that was a foolish thing of me to do.
Yeah, you're jumping.
Jumping back down. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you get 1 lethal damage, hon, as you wreck yourself open on one of the metal spikes.
Okay.
But you can soak it if you want to.
Yeah, it's lethal. You can soak it.
Okay, what do I roll? Strength?
Stamina.
Oh, stamina. No, it just hurts.
Yeah, you're bruised, I think.
I forgot I had fortitude.
Alright, roll that fortitude.
Wait, no, I don't. I have potence, ass.
You ass.
No, I'm talking to Bruce. Sorry, I've got him in my ear. No, I got potence, not fortitude.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Owen just laughed and was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Just sorry, that was a completely out of character thing. My bad.
I know.
No, but still,
You're not-
jumping on the branch, she's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, she jumps back down and she does this little, as she limps away a little, because, that kind of hurt, and she wasn't expecting the spikes to be everywhere, because she didn't look before she leapt.
Uh-huh.
So
She'll just kind of murmur curse words for a couple of minutes as she walks around Owen for a little while, trying to get the feeling back in her foot and trying to walk this pain off so at least it doesn't hurt as much as they keep investigating.
is this like a new thing for Kairas to do? Like you just try and jump on spiked branches?
Bitte will just look at Owen again, just read between the lines. All right, I'm good. I didn't realize that the spikes were covering the whole thing. Who'd think that you'd need spikes on the top of a log if you're only going to hit the subduer with the sides? But I didn't look before I leapt, like I said.
Alright.
Onward?
Oh yeah, onward, my brave steed.
like Don Quixote, she
Aye,
just
I'm
keeps
fighting
on
it.
moving.
We're fighting windmills, eh?
Make me, once again, those beautiful investigation rolls that you make.
It's okay.
What? Perception investigation?
Yeah.
Let's see how well I do this time.
2 successes.
2 because of my specialty in searching. So yay.
So both of you have 2 successes. So this time around, you both see the trail at the same time. It's like, wait, it's actually not that. Oh, actually, I forgot to roll. I forgot to roll my deck stealth. Because I kind of need to know how many successes you should be having. Oh, fuck it.
That's alright.
I'm just going. I could do it without it, but hey. 2 successes there. So yeah, you guys, it takes a little bit of difficulty, but then you're like, maybe, yeah. Oh, there it is. Right. As you find once again those light footsteps that you saw earlier.
Yeah. Go for it. After a few moments, Bitte will notice the path again, and just kind of noticing over her shoulder that Owen seems to be walking in that direction as well. So she's just gonna, at this point, walk side by side with him along the trail. Do we notice anything as we're walking it? Are we just going to be walking it for a while?
No, actually, just as you managed to, just as you managed to find the trail again, you notice that in the vicinity or in the distance, that the forest is getting remarkably thicker. As in, there's more bushes, more overgrowth, and stuff like that. Trees are a little bit closer to each other. It's gonna be harder to get in there, but also, once again, and rather quickly after the other one, roll me a perception check, because we're not done yet.
Aww.
Perception alertness. I know, come on. I got more tricks up my sleeve.
2 successes for Owen.
Nice.
One.
Okay.
Fucking.
So the 2 of you do notice that when you look up, that if you would like walk directly underneath two trees, there are like big. What are those? Branches? Rocks? What the fuck? It's hanging in a net. And then you follow, look downwards, like, okay. Hmm. There is a very, very obvious rope that's lying there, which if you would trip over it, you would release the contents of the net, and it would all drop on your head. Make me another one, but this one will be difficulty 9 again.
Alright. Owen will have stopped walking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Failure on my part.
Bitte, it takes her a couple of steps, but she stops a couple of steps after Owen, and one success.
Ooh. So, lucky. Owen does not see, but Bitte does after a while. As you're looking at that thick rope that's lying obviously on the ground, that actually next to it, there's another one of those fishing lines.
Owen at this point would have zipped open his duffel bag, gotten his shotgun out, clicks the light mount on it, raises it up in the air towards where the net is, and just gonna shoot.
As Owen whips out this gun, Bitte is gonna kind of jump back another like 5 or 6 feet so that she's now standing behind Owen because big bad gun is a no-no.
Do you want me to roll for shooting a net with
No. After a few shots, you managed to shoot through the one of the ropes of the net, and the contents just drop on the floor, making an awful lot of ruckus there.
Oh yeah, and the shotgun shots didn't.
And I'm saying it. This is in general. You're making an awful lot of ruckus there.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, traps. You got him, and
No. So, what do we see as the net falls?
well, all kinds of rocks, and it's actually not the net falling; it's the net opening and releasing like a ton of rocks and pointy branches and everything like that.
Okay. So Bitte will start rummaging through the rocks and branches to see if there's anything in there, and gives up quite quickly because it's just fucking rocks and branches. Come on, really?
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. As Bitte is rummaging through all of this, Owen quickly just pulls out his cell phone and sends a text and puts it back into his pocket. This was my Dex larceny to do this quickly. And since you're distracted, well,
Mm.
problem solved.
Fucking slick fucker. I can't even do anything about it. All right, yeah, because she's been rummaging. You're like standing behind her. She's not even paying attention to what you're doing. After giving up quite quickly, she will turn around to look at Owen. Again, nothing. But what do all of these traps mean?
I suppose whoever put them there doesn't want you to go in that particular direction.
Well, it seems in this direction there are more and more traps, so I can only be going in the right direction then, can I?
I suppose it depends on what you think is the right direction. As he just slings the shotgun over his shoulder, like in the picture, but then with his shotgun.
So Bitte will just kind of stand there and look around for a while, looking down at this pile of rocks and branches, looking up at the tree. That rope and that fishing wire she's got in her head, but seeing as Owen just decided to shoot the damn thing, there's no telling what the rope and the wire did. So I guess Bitte will walk back over to where she saw the fishing line. Is that still intact, or did they both go to the same thing?
They both went to the same thing.
Okay, so she'll see that they're both kind of smashed and put 2 and 2 together. Fuck! Out of character, I have no idea what to do now.
Well, if you want to follow the trail again.
That's always the right thing to do. Come on. More traps means something, right?
Perception investigation again, I suppose.
3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Fail.
Alright. Let me know in the message.
Working on it.
There's some fucking shady shit going on between the two of them right now. Seriously, right? Some fucking shit. These ghouls, man. What was that roll for?
This is my perception investigation.
Okay, so you got a shit ton of successes. What did he find?
Oh, I'm learning about that right now.
Why are you? Is it not?
It was a special request.
Alright, Owen looks around for a bit and then points his shotgun in it off to the left. As the
I wanna see if you're lying to me now.
he just points his shotgun to the left, and you can see a small trail going in that direction.
And are you trying to say that's the direction we're going in?
Why? He's just. Well, that's the way we should be going, misfit.
Fucking hell. Bitte, in seeing his body language change a little.
Oh, okay. You want me to roll appearance subterfuge? Sure. Alright. 4 successes.
Fuck. So, do I have to roll anything to counter that?
Perception empathy?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Defender. Well, SD, which of us is the defender?
Which of you is the defender? Well, she's trying to pierce through your lies, so I would say that you are the defender in this question.
Alright, then, as far as you know, he is sending you on the right path.
Yeah, you kind of find it...
Or he thinks it's the right path anyway.
You kind of find him hard to read. Maybe it's just because he's a human. They're so difficult. Yes, we see you, Erica.
I'm gonna keep that there for a little while. Just.
So we can't see your nose, yeah.
Oh. No, it's like he might be holding something back, but it might also be just because he's just a ghoul, and they always like do this, or maybe it's the makeup that's just setting you off. But yeah, he seems to be quite genuine. And as he points the trail out to you, you do see like those footsteps.
Like before.
Before. So then Bitte will simply say, because she does not see it, and Owen does, well, why don't you lead then?
Well, usually it's best if the guy with the flashlight stays behind.
But you're the one that sees the trail.
But you don't see it. As he sort of walks closer to the footsteps and lights the trail. Are you saying you don't see this?
I'm saying you see it better than I.
Well, that's weird. All this time I've been following you, and now you're gonna follow. I don't want to find this, whatever it is. You want to find me? Do you want my help?
Yes, help in the trail. You located it, so take me on it.
Oh Jesus, that's not how I was supposed to go. And out of character, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Intermission. Yeah. Do a little dance. Make a
Yes,
little
do it.
love. Get
Well,
down.
is there anything you would like to do as Owen is taking a leak against the You're standing there. He has pointed this trail out to you so you can see it.
I can see it.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay.
Now that he's pointed it out to you, you can
Now
see
that he's
it.
pointed it out to me, Bitte, in waiting for Owen to drain the lizard, she will just kind of zigzag away across the path. Say 3 feet out from the path on one side to 3 feet out on the path to the other. Still grabbed a new stick because the other one was hucked by Owen. She's grabbed a new one. This one's a little shorter. We'll say it's about 3 feet long, and making her having to bend down a little as she starts prodding things along the ground, but she's doing this zigzag. She'll keep zigzagging around the area for, I don't know, a couple minutes, waiting for the steady stream of urine to stop.
All right. The light will have gone out at this point, though. I'll have to. And give me a second. All right.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be an Owen at the moment.
That's funny.
Okay. Does it work if the other person has obfuscate too?
No. If you have auspex. What's your auspex, sweetheart? What's your auspex?
Oh, my auspex is 3.
But the question is,
it's right there.
No, that's not how it works. It only works if you're looking for obfuscated people.
True. You have to activate the auspex, which you're not doing. Anyway, you can, however, roll another. As the lights went out, you can at least roll me another perception investigation, but at difficulty. What did I set? Did I set a difficulty last time you checked?
Wasn't it? No, did she?
I think
I
the
can't
last one
remember.
was just normal.
Wasn't normal, right? Yeah, okay. So now you make me one at difficulty 8 because all of a sudden the lights went out.
Okay, hold on. Alright. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Wow. Should have made that 10. Anyway, as you are walking around the area, you are not only just immediately noticing that Owen seems to be missing, but you also pick up another trail, actually. It's like, why didn't I see that before? Light must have been shining in my eyes or something like that.
By the way, this is my deck stealth.
Okay, so Bitta, now realizing that Owen's just pulled a dick move, she'll just kind of start to look around more, and she'll see this other path. She'll rub her eyes and then look again, kind of almost unsure if she's seeing what she's actually seeing. And she will think to herself, huh, I didn't notice that before. And let's see where this one goes. Kind of leaving the other trail behind for now, but also taking a mental note of where that one is. So, just in case she wants to come back again, because this path led to jack shit, she's got another place to go to.
The other trail that you just found leads into a thicker part of the woods. As well, as I said, it leads towards that place where there are like a ton of bushes and where there are definitely more trees.
Mm-hmm. Let me think about this. I'm looking something up real quick. Hold on. There are no objects or anything laying around, right? There's if I do a perception investigation again, would I be able to locate something that someone might have touched to see if I can find a path?
Yeah, sure.
All this perception.
Yeah.
That's what happens on an investigation scene, huh?
Kinda, yeah.
No. No. Fail.
Ouch.
Alright. So nothing. Alright.
So basically what you see is you follow the trail a little bit until you reach like that overgrowth with the bushes and everything, and you're like, huh, well, I could just, break through this, but I can't really see the point because no one seems to go through this. It's just like someone was standing here in front of the bushes. Huh. Why would someone stand in front of the bushes?
Bitte will look up. She will look to her sides. She will look down at her feet, lifting them, looking underneath the soles, maybe seeing if the ground had been disturbed again. Clearly seeing nothing. She will turn back around and go back to where that other path was. I guess she can start along on that one again.
Yeah, you can.
Alright. And seeing as Owen's ass is still obfuscated, gonna go it alone, huh?
Well, he's not obfuscated anymore, but you can't spot him at the moment.
Okay. So she'll just obliviously walk past and start off on this other trail. Again, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Yeah, you follow the trail, and I really don't want to go through all the traps again, so just give me one perception alertness for all of them.
Okay.
And it will be difficulty 7, because I had some traps at 8 and some at 6.
Oh, 1 success?
It's enough. It takes you some time, but you manage to avoid, once again, a few traps. As you follow this path, you end on one of those muddy roads again. It's different than the one. It's a different one than the one that you started from, but it's also a sand path, a mud path, and you see motor You see bike trails and a place where a bike often used to stop. And you can make me one more perception investigation roll there.
1 success. 1.
Okay. As you're standing there, you're like, huh, this isn't what I expected to find. It's so weird. You're just looking through the environment. You notice once again a bush that seems to be holding something more in it. Huh?
At this point in the investigation, Bitte is not really worried about being too careful. She's already come up against so many traps. She made an ass of herself by jumping on top of one of them, not realizing that she was going to hurt herself. She's just going to kind of go by the seam of her pants and walk over to that bush and stick her arms in there and start fiddling around. What's she going to find?
What you are going to find is, once again, one of those camouflage nets.
Fucking nets.
And if you try to move it, it's once again does not hold anything.
It's just another fucking net.
It's just hidden away in a bush.
Just fucking. Oh, okay. It's a fucking net. What are you doing over there?
After a while, you'll get a text message from Owen saying, "Where the fuck are you?"
Bitte will simply reply, "I thought you left me. I continued on the trail that you found."
Oh, what did you find?
A whole lot of net.
Ah, so a whole lot of nothing. As you were gone, I found another trail. Maybe this one is hot.
Does it lead to just thick shrubbery?
I don't know. I saw a shed in the distance.
Bitte will just kind of perk up and turn around, kick her right leg up as if like a dog kicking dirt onto its hiding place, and just kind of briskly walk back towards Owen.
Owen
Both
will-
of you.
Yeah?
Make me a perception alertness check.
God damn you.
I'm sorry.
Two for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As Owen is moving back towards the crossroad, where the two paths went different ways.
Okay, so Bitte can hear this first, and Owen hears it a little bit later, as he is far further into the woods. But you once again hear a motorcycle approaching Bitte.
Oh, fuck. So the Bitte perks up in hearing the motorcycle, and she stops moving so that she can listen to the direction in which it's moving. Is there a way that I can tell which way it's going? I do have acute senses hearing.
Sweetie, you hear it approaching. It's
Approaching?
your direction.
Okay.
It's still like, it's not like almost upon you. It's like something you hear in the distance, but yeah, it's coming closer.
It's coming right for us. All right, so Bitte's gonna try to find a spot to hide it. Wait, okay, out of character. What does obfuscate 1 do? It hides you, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't move.
As long as I don't move. So, at that point, that's what Bitch is gonna do. She's just gonna go and hide herself, hoping that this motorcycle gets close enough to her so she can see who's on it.
Owen, for his part, he doesn't seem fazed by all of this. Okay, there's a motorcycle approaching, whatever. He just walks towards the to the where the crossroad was and be like, send the text to to Bitte. Where you at?
Bitte not wanting to move because she knows that movement's going to give her a hiding spot away. She's just going to wait a few moments as the noise gets closer and louder.
Mm-hmm.
How close will it actually get to my character? Have I obfuscated for no reason?
How far away from the place where you found the trails and the net are you at this point?
I'd have to say, because I was briskly walking, I'm maybe like 20 to 30 feet away from where that net was.
Mm-hmm. Then I guess it's a good thing that you obfuscated. Because not but a minute later you see a bike, and you will recognize the bike as Frankie.
Okay, Bitte just kind of makes her whole body rigid as now she's starting to recognize what's coming into eye shot as Frankie's front tire and his gas tank, and then I'm guessing it's a small little pair of legs, and then he's gonna be a soft tail, right? Put a soft tail.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a Franken bike. She sees Frankie's soft tail go past, and then she stands there to think for a second. I'm pretty sure we just... Okay, so once the bike goes past, Bitte will move behind the closest tree to her and text Owen, I think I might have just stumbled upon a Miss KK. Follow that trail that you had found, but be quiet about it. We don't want her hearing you.
You'll get a message back from Owen just saying, yes, exclamation mark.
And Bessa will see that Katie gets off her bike. She seems to be doing it more slowly than you expect, as if she is a little hampered in her maneuverability. She's parking the bike and walking over to the bush where you found the camouflage net. And she starts throwing it, or she starts dragging it. You can see that since she's such a small little girl, it takes her some effort. Well, actually, it takes her a lot of effort at this point, which is kind of unexpected. But yeah, even with her potence in account, it seems like it takes her longer than it should. But she's covering up the bike with a camouflage net, and she walks along the trail, easily evading the traps that Bitte also evaded, but except Katie's not going to make a fucking roll for it because she knows they're there. And she disappears into the direction where Owen is, out of Bitte's viewpoint. So what's Bitte gonna do?
Can I... Hold on, let me take a look real quick. I would like to sneak behind you quietly. So what would that be?
Accent stealth.
Stealth, yeah. Alright.
And of course Katie can make an opposed roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no. Fail.
Well,
Gonna hear me.
Well, I could still botch my perception alertness check.
Highly unlikely, but go for it.
You never know, hon. You don't know until the dice are rolled. Yeah.
Now, the question is, what will she do?
So Kaylee is like, she hears a branch snapping behind her, and she's turning around, looking straight at Bitte, and her eyes just grow wide, and she's like, uh, Bitte, what are you doing here? And you can see that she's just slamming her hands behind her back, and
I want to use my Auspex to read your freaking aura right now.
okay, go ahead.
I
Do
don't
it.
want to say anything. I just want to do it. It's perception, empathy.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Difficulty 7, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. As you'll hear, like a nice whistling sound off in the distance.
2 successes.
Well, you can see she's a ghoul.
The success will get you the distinguished. You can distinguish the main color.
Yeah. Fucking
Um, light green.
I'm not even looking at the fucking book right now.
Ah, but you should. It's always so interesting to do.
I know. I have it open. I just wasn't looking at it. Light green. Distrustful.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Bitte, in seeing this light green aura come off of KK, she won't approach her. She will actually step back a few steps, knowing that she just got caught because she wasn't being very stealthy. And she'll just simply look at KK, but she won't look at her in her eyes. She'll look at her nose and mouth region, only to not have to make eye contact, because that's, not necessarily a good thing when getting caught doing something. So, Bitte will scan KK's body. She's all fucked up, right?
Well, make me a perception medicine roll for that, because I just hit the most obvious things that you could see behind my back.
You don't have any in your leg?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Make me.
Ah, okay. 1 success.
Oh, you have
Okay.
medicine. Nice.
Actually, I just have 4 perception.
Oh, if you don't have medicine, you can't roll.
You can. She can have it with the perception. It's this she can. This is more like the medicine I wanted to add in because of the nature of the wounds. She would be able to find them out that way, but at this point, what you see is that Kaylee is wearing a pair of pants, and you can see at her thigh. You can just see like a. You can see a big wet, or used to be wet, a dark spot on her pants.
Okay.
Giggity.
Oh, pervert. Bitte, in scanning KK's body, she'll see this big dark spot on her pants. She won't really take too much account to it, seeing as KK is a mechanic, and mechanics get oil and grease all over them. She'll just kind of not pay any attention to it, but she will notice how KK's got her arms behind her back. So Bitte will kind of stand on her tiptoes, trying to look over the shoulders, but being wicked far away from the girl. She can't really see anything that's behind her. So she'll just look at Kaylee and be, did I just see you cover your bike up? Or take a long time in attempting to?
Yeah, well, duh. I mean, I don't want it to get robbed.
Why all the way out here in the middle of the woods?
Because I wanted to make a stroll. Why are you here?
Trying to find out just a couple of things that had puzzled me from the other night.
Which other night?
Um, she's just gonna go ahead and mention the other night from when she went out with Jacob's driver, driving around in this area. She's not gonna make any mention of Kaylee and Bitte's ride out there.
Oh, so you've been here with one of Jacob's cars. I see.
Yes, it seemed like a lovely spot, so I went for a walk and stumbled upon a few things. It puzzled me, so now I'm just trying to see where it all leads. I did have someone with me, and Bitte and Kaylee will hear some twig snapping as the footsteps get closer. Ah, here he is now.
Actually, you'll hear someone sing. You're the
Oh.
best around. Numbers are gonna get you down. You're the best around. Na 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 na. As you see lights swing from left to right.
And that would be an Owen. I know the two of you have met. He just decided to accompany me. Well, not really decided, more like forced.
Oh, Katie will see Owen in a very interesting visage.
Kaylee, she's not turning around, but she's just looking behind her, just looking at Owen. It's like,
Booga booga booga.
why?
Wait, what?
Why the face?
Oh, I'm going to a dress party later.
Or rather you than me.
Aye, probably. So, what are you doing here?
I just needed to take a piss, and I decided to place my bike here.
Oh, alright, yeah. I also did a piss, and then she laughed at me as he just points at Bitter.
Like, I heard a stream, the stream stopped, and you were gone. So I kept on with the trail. Good thing I did, because I stumbled upon a Kaylee.
Oh, alright. So we found what you were looking for. Yay!
Well, we found something. Don't necessarily know if it's what I was looking for.
What, you were looking for me?
What I was looking for.
Apparently we're looking for you. I don't know why we're looking for you in the woods though.
I never said I was looking for Kaylee.
Oh.
I said I was looking for where she might have been going, why she was out here, but not necessarily for her. It's just a happy-go-lucky coincidence that she stumbled upon us. Well, stumbled upon me trying to be stealthy, sneaking up on her.
Alright, I suppose if there's a place Kaylee goes to here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this shed nearby that I've been going to, like, ever since I was little, but come on, it's just a shed. I go there, I spend some time there, a few hours reading.
Don't you have like a place for yourself, Bitter? Apart of course from the Avalon apartment.
I have the Avalon. I have the burlesque house. But I don't really go find a place out in the wilderness to sit down by myself.
Wait, you don't like being by yourself?
Bitte will just kind of shudder at the idea of being by herself and look at Owen. No, not a fan.
Oh, that's too bad, I suppose. I like being by myself from time to time. I have my own personal place, of course. Not in the woods, because my name is Woods, and being in the woods where your name is Woods is kind of weird.
Bitte will look over at Kaylee. I'm still curious to see what this shed is about and why you spend so much time here.
It's just a shed, honestly.
If it's just a shed, then you wouldn't mind showing me.
Well, actually I would, because it's mine. It's my place. You're not Jacob.
All right, all right. I won't try to push. At least, where is this shed you speak of? It's not anywhere around here. I do believe I remember Owen saying something about a shed back where he was.
As he just shines the shotgun and light in a general direction of where the shed would be. Ah, about there. Well, like she said, I mean, if it's her place, I think her dominator should know about it, but I don't quite see the reason for you to know. Unless she's a communal goal, I suppose, then all of y'all should know about it.
Bitte will just put her hands up. Hey, I'm just curious. There's no reason to get all snippy. I suppose this is something that Kaylee should be telling Jacob if she chooses to. Just
Bitte, it's like going through someone's underwear. You just don't do it.
What, you don't?
What, you do?
What? No?
Ew.
Your underwear? Jesus.
Bitte will laugh and think to herself, well, that's if you've got underwear.
I mean,
Bitte thinks at this point because she knows Bitte doesn't.
I mean, Jesus, if it's so much of a hassle, I guess you could show her the shed.
Sure.
Look, if you don't want to show me the shed, you don't have to show me the shed. I
don't
was
see a reason for it. I don't see a reason for it.
Well, then you don't have to show me. Bitte will cross her arms, kind of huffing and puffing, because she just put all this fucking work into
And blowing the house down.
and is getting nowhere. So she's just gonna sit there and.
Oh, man. And Katie's just gonna place her hand at her forehead, just like, really? Fine. It's really that big of a deal for you. I'll show you.
Apparently for KNS these days, sheds are really important.
Apparently so. Well,
Must be a new thing.
come on, I'll show you the place. Fine.
Now, was that really so hard?
You're the one creating all the fucking drama about it.
I made my ass all the way out here. I had to deal with all these traps. Why all these traps then if it's just a shed?
Well, maybe because I like my privacy.
And whoever said it were her traps? That's an assumption, miss.
I guess I'm an ass then, points to her backside.
Fuck this conversation. I'm too fucking tired to do this right now. And Kaylee's just gonna turn around and walk straight towards the shed. Through the bushes.
Wait, with Kaylee turning around, did she forget to move her hands? Because can now Bitte see the arms?
Wow. Yes, you can see.
Wow! Yeah!
Oh my god.
So, as Kaylee turns
Kid in
around,
a candy store.
Bitte's eyes get, oh, thank you, Bruce. Bitte's eyes get fucking wide. No, for the high five. Bitte's eyes get wide in seeing all of this. Explain to me what she sees down Kaylee's arms, please.
What you see is, actually it doesn't look that bad anymore because she healed most of it up. But you see like two fresh wounds like in between the two bones in her wrists.
Oh shit.
And there's like a lot of dried up blood around it.
Fuck, did you fucking crucify her? Bitte will just look at where the wounds are on Kaylee and think of that dark spot on her leg and just she'll walk real fast up to Kaylee, stop her, put her hand on her shoulder, and turn Kaylee around, grabbing one hand in the process and lifting it straight up, causing Kaylee to go onto her tiptoes. What is this? Where are these wounds? As Bitte goes and forcefully grabs Kaylee's other arm and raises it up above her head, now holding both of Kaylee's wrists with one hand, she'll kind of raise it up just a little so that she's literally just barely touching the ground. What happened to you?
You will also see the lights that was shining the path flicker a little bit as it seems to go up and then down again.
As Kaylee winches, because it hurts what you're doing. And she's like, her eyes grow wide a little bit. Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Bitte will take the wrists and bring them down in front of her, relaxing Kaylee's body, and look at them. Look at where they're positioned on the body, and then look down on her leg, and come to the conclusion of wanting to ask, simply because, out of character, I'm friggin' interested now. Were you crucified, dear?
No.
Just...
Can we move this along? Almost say. In his voice, you can clearly hear some annoyance.
Someone needs to get to his party, huh? Hence why he's all dressed up. I guess I will save the questions about your wounds for another night. Show me this shed and we can be on our way.
So Kaylee just, without a word, she just turns around and starts walking towards where the bushes are and goes through them. And behind it you see something that's like an open space a little bit. And in the shadows of the trees there is a shed standing. And Kaylee's walking closer. From out of her pocket she gets a key. She opens the door. When you look outside, you can see that there's a nameplate like hammered on the door, and it says there's a name that has been carved away from that plate, and underneath that you see Kaylee's name standing, but it's like written in written like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old would write it, so not the way it's supposed to be, but with errors and everything in it. And, yeah, and there are flowers like around the name. And Katie's just opening the door, walking in.
Oh, we'll also just walk in.
And Bitte won't necessarily walk in, but she'll stand in the doorway and look in. Should I do perception investigation to see what I see?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright. Fucking botched?
No, just a fail.
Just a fail. Alright, fail.
Okay.
Don't.
What you see in the shed, you see there's one window, so there's a little light in, and Katie is not you don't necessarily see any electricity, by the way. It's really just a shed in wood. You see some tools like a shovel and stuff like that, things that you would normally see in a shed. There's a saw there. There are 2 old chairs that everything in here is almost seems to be made out of wood. There are 2 old chairs. There's a small little table. There are a few dirty cups standing there. There is a small cabinet with a few drawers in it. And on top of the cabinet, you can actually see like a book and stuff like that. And in one corner, there seems to be a place that has been um, how do you say that? It's like it's a rectangular shed, but it's missing a corner as that's been made into basically like a walk-in closet.
Okay. So it's just a closet in a shed.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. How big would you say the shed is? Like, is it big?
No. No, it's really just a tiny shed that you would have like in a house, in just a normal garden or something.
All right. So Bitte will walk in and she'll be intrigued by these old chairs. Can I use my spirit touch on the chairs?
Sure. Oh, and also, by the way, around the on the cabinet, you see some small things like toys and stuff like that. Like also old, just looks old.
Okay.
Sure, use your spirit's touch.
As Owen just.
Bitte, before using this, she'll just kind of look over at Owen, kind of irate now or perturbed over his incessant sighing over the situation. And, you know, Kaylee's here now. She's got a motorcycle. She can bring you back home. You do not have to be here anymore if you don't want to.
What's more, is this why you brought me here for a shed?
Apparently so. Apparently so. I was not sure what I was going to find.
Right.
And she will just kind of shoo the both of you out of the shed now. Just both of you, go away.
No, this is my shed. What's
All
that?
right,
No.
at least Owen, go. You're starting to become an annoyance.
Do you want me to go, Kaylee?
Whatever you want. This is my place.
Aye.
Want to go, go. If you don't want to, stay. It's cool.
He'll step out, but keep a good look inside.
Okay, so Bitte will walk over and she'll do the spirit touch. What is that? It's perception.
It is perception, empathy, and let's see. It will be difficulty 7.
1 success.
Okay. That means you get very basic or hair color, for instance. What you get is that this chair has been around for that's what you get off of it.
I didn't.
Came to this shed 13 years ago. Oh, it came to the shed. This chair came.
Hmm?
Sorry, what did you say?
You went robot on me. I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Well, what I was saying is you get one piece of basic information, and the information is that this chair came into this shed 13 years ago.
Okay, and she's so horribly not getting anything from anything. Bitte will turn around and can she do the same thing on some of the toys?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 success. Again.
There were 2 people who were playing with them.
2 people. Alright, that's enough information for her for now. Oh, wait, you said there was a book on the shelf?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it to the book real quick. No, that's a fail. Never mind. Alright, Bitte will look over at Kaylee and shrug and say, I guess this whole thing was a bit of a bust. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I apologize for barging in on such a private matter of yours. I will try not to make something like this happen again. Although I
Well,
don't understand why everyone got so angry.
well, I just don't. I want to keep one place for me. There are memories here, and it's just mine.
Bitte will walk over to Kaylee. She'll put her hands on her shoulders and look at her straight in her eyes and say, well, then this has never been found this evening. I will not tell Jacob what I found. I will just keep this a Kaylee situation.
You might as well tell him as you want. I know he was curious about it and already told him that I have a place in the woods because he fucking used that mind trick on me. So go ahead and tell him. It's not like there's anything special here.
Well, not to any of us, but I'm sure there's something special here to you, which is why you hold it so secret and guard it so safely.
Yeah, but that's maybe why I should just tell you guys that, look, there's a shed. You've seen it now. You've seen it. There's nothing wrong with the fucking shed. And it's nothing weird. It's not like I'm using drugs in here, doing alcohol, because, fuck, there's no refrigerator for that anyway. It's just a place where I come and I think.
Okay, and on that, Bitta will put her arm around Kaylee's shoulders and walk them both out of the shed.
And Katie's gonna lock the door behind her again. You hear some kind of mechanism fall in place.
Pretty badass bolt. Alright, and Bitta will look at Kaylee. Seeing as I kind of caught you on your way here, do you want to be alone right now? Or would you like to come back to the Avalon with me?
I'll go back. I'll walk back. It's fine. I'll go back.
If you need your time, feel free. Don't let me stop you. I believe Owen's still somewhere near where I can tell him to bring me home.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's like a couple of feet away from you. Just standing there
Looking
going,
at you, though. She hasn't been looking at you for a while.
oh no, you didn't.
So, yeah, it's fine. I'll stay here for a little bit. I have to check on the traps anyway. You guys didn't, like, set anything off, right?
Bitta will just eat. I might have set off. Well, Owen might have set off one, as she points back towards Owen.
Who shrugs? I might have. I don't know.
That's
Were they your
fine. It
traps
gives me
then?
something to do. Of course they were.
Oh, I thought they were like bear traps or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they can be used as bear traps. Pretty damn good.
Friggin' spikes
Right,
on a falling log. Yeah, that's a bear trap.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Right, Miss
if I
Fit.
want to be alone, I want to be alone.
Yeah, well,
Leave me to,
let's be alone.
Alright, let's leave her then, Miss Fit.
Yes. And I guess this is where we can call it as Bitta and Owen walk in one direction and Kaylee just kind of sticks behind at the shed.
Yep.
Yes, gotta call it a scene. Night,
Yes.
night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
I need
Hail
to go
Keen.
I fucking found a shed.
You fucking find a
Shed.